All right, Nick. Well, look, Thanksgiving's coming up.
It is.
Yes, you're a chef.
That's a big holiday for you.
I'm not going to ask you to cook. Don't worry.
Sure.
We thought it'd be fun to do a little Thanksgiving food draft.
I got a hot take. Not a big tea-giving fan.
Like, in general, just the food-wise?
It's food-wise.
Oh, okay.
It's a once, yeah.
I didn't know if you, just didn't like in-laws or what.
Well, that, but no, it's a one-time-a-year meal for me.
It is.
Generally, I'm a white gravy over brown gravy guy. I don't want to spill the beans here, but yeah, tea-giving for me is, it leaves a little to be desired, if you will. But with that said, I'm taking stuffing as the number one pick.
Oh, you're going to go
number
first.
one.
Stuffing.
That's your number one pick.
I love stuffing. It's
Okay.
really good. My mom's stuffing dish is her
That's sort of an
specialty.
interesting number one pick.
Do you put I know stuffing, you might rail me for this. I've seen sausage in stuffing. I've seen it with celery. Like, is there like a specific stuffing that when you say stuffing, what does that mean?
I just think stuffing, because you're right, people do so many crazy variations on different core Thanksgiving items now. I think of stuffing just as some kind of stale bread type base.
Yeah.
With some herbs mixed into it and
that's it.
that's really it. Like it gets a little bit soggy and that's kind of it. I just think as long as it's got a bread base and you get the crispy edges, crispy whatever, mixing a couple spices, seasonings, herbs, whatever, that's stuffing.
He ain't going stuffing.
Safe to say,
number one,
Nick D wasn't a fan of my first
Yeah, not
overall
going
pick
stuffing
there.
number
Stuffing.
one.
All right, what, Nick, what do you got?
My number one would be without a question gravy.
Sure.
What kind of gravy?
Gravy without a question.
Like brown gravy?
Like you take all inside if you buy, you guys, have you ever bought a whole chicken?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, and you get all the giblets out and you get the neck
no,
on
dude,
the turkey.
I don't do that. I mean,
Right, okay. So
yeah, I
that's-
don't do any of that
I
stuff.
just eat the chicken.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm really good at eating the chicken, not prepping
I'm not
it.
going to use the chicken to make certain other things.
Got it, okay. That's
Yeah.
what I sort of figured, but I just figured I'd ask just in case. So you take the turkey and you know how the neck is inside
Yep,
there, right?
yep.
And then all the little giblets, those little parts and pieces that come in the bag.
Giblets.
Right?
Yeah.
You put those in a roasting pan with the neck, with any scraps, any trimmings that you have, maybe the wingtips, whatever, as well as some leeks and some onion and some carrots and some garlic and whatever else you might want. And then you roast the turkey over that stuff, okay? And all the drippings from the turkey are going to come down on top of that thing, maybe some butter, maybe a little bit of oil, salt, pepper that was in there. And at the end, you're going to take the turkey off, and whatever's left in there, you can essentially use that. You can eat some of the vegetables that cook. Those are good. But you can use all that's there to then make an amazing, amazing gravy. That's how you have to make a gravy. You can't buy the powdered gravy. You can't buy So the one thing that I care most about every year at Thanksgiving is the gravy, because it's honestly it's the thing that ties the whole meal
sets it
together.
off.
I mean, think about how many people just pour gravy all over the entire plate.
I do.
know
I
what I mean?
I
cover
think
mine.
we have
saturate
vastly
gravy.
different Thanksgivings, man. Like you were.
Oh my gosh.
I've never even had. I mean, you were saying things I've never even heard of. Wingtips.
What do
Yeah.
you do for your Thanksgiving? I'm
Dude,
just
you're
confused
gonna
how
you're
you
gonna love
supports
this.
the
I actually
wife.
smoke a brisket.
That's fine.
That's Texas.
Yeah.
That's very Texas,
baby.
Yeah, I get it.
And
That's
then
fine.
we buy a turkey because I'm not good at it, and it's always dry.
And that's okay.
I will be honest with you guys. The last couple of years, I've also bought, some of the Thanksgiving stuff, but I do not buy the gravy.
Okay,
but
gravy.
It's my
Off
think
the
about
board.
it for me. It's my sort of day off. Honestly, it's kind of one of my days off for the
I
year.
feel like that took a lot for you to admit that you store buy some things on Thanksgiving. That makes me feel way less
Yeah.
self-conscious
Well,
about what I'm doing at home.
Not store buy, but sure, I buy it from restaurants.
Okay.
Yeah, because no one knows where you can just buy your meal from restaurants and take it home. So I buy a lot of it from restaurants, and then anything that I like to do, because I'll tell my number 2 later whenever the time comes for that. But those important things, I will make those myself. And it's
Fascinating.
easy,
All right.
and I have it down. But the rest, you can't buy gravy. That's one thing.
Okay.
You can't buy gravy.
Yeah, mine is
Brisket.
no. My number one side that I never eat. I will never even think about eating unless it's Thanksgiving Day. Green bean casserole.
That's your number one?
That's my number one.
That's crazy.
very
Because
strange.
look, here's the deal. At the end of the day, cream of mushroom soup and some green beans, pretty good. Put a little of those crispy onions on top. I love it.
I like that you at least have the crispy onions down on that. That's important.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know why. Again, if you would put a green bean casserole in front of me any other day, I'm not eating that, dude.
It's a very weird number one.
I'm not eating that.
You.
But Thanksgiving Day,
It feels very Thanksgiving for my family.
as does the Cowboys losing by 10.
Yeah,
you know?
as the Cowboys losing by 10.
Just of all things on that list, though, I'm shocked that you're picking that for number one.
Well, let me go. I also get the next pick because it's a snake draft.
That you do.
And then I'm going to go buttered rolls for number 2.
Yeah, it's a good call. That's a good call, G.
That's fine.
Rolls, you gotta. I'm a very bread connoisseur guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just confused why you'd pick buttered rolls over the stuffing, which is the same thing essentially, but just spiced up a little bit.
I'm not a stuffing guy, dude. It's weird taste, man. It's like, I don't even know, like celery. I mean, why does celery exist? It's gross. We don't need to put celery in food.
So you took what, Garrett?
Yeah.
What kind of rolls, Garrett?
Just buttered roll, like a dinner roll.
The little Hawaiians is what I
like a Hawaiian roll.
Okay.
It just complements the Thanksgiving dish so well.
Yeah, so
You've got
well,
a point
dude.
there, Garrett.
So well.
No doubt about it.
Okay.
Much more than roasted carrots.
I'm just imagining your table with just.
Oh, dude, my plate is very bland. The only really color you're gonna get is the green bean casserole. Maybe a sweet potato. That's about it.
If you're feeling really good that year.
If you're feeling a little bit
In-laws
healthy,
are
you know what
treating
I
you
mean?
well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Action back on you, Nick D.
Don't hit me with a garlic cauliflower play here.
No, I'm all the way mashed potatoes number 2.
Okay.
You have
Yeah,
to.
that's a good call.
That's great.
And this isn't crazy stuff. I'm not doing anything or saying anything I think that's going to shock anybody here, but mashed potatoes, it's my number 2. It's just, you have to have good mashed potatoes. You have to have good gravy. I make a big volcano, so I'll make a nice kind of mound of mashed potatoes. I rub my spoon through the middle of it to make a big pool. And then I basically make a big hot tub with just all this stuff in there.
Fun.
That's actually usually the edge of my plate.
The lazy
if
river?
I sent you guys a picture of my Thanksgiving plate, you'd be like, wow, this is very interesting.
Yeah.
You know, mashed potatoes in the middle, spread it around the plate so you have that big hole in the middle of the well, fill it with gravy, and then all the rest of the stuff kind of can go in there. It's very nice.
That's
I mean,
complimentary.
you're talking about plating Thanksgiving Day. I've never thought one time about how I'm gonna plate my Thanksgiving dish. I'm going through the line just
a
loading
bunch
it
of
up.
green beans and bread.
Just green bean, bread, turkey, brisket, boom, you're done.
Okay.
Yeah, mashed potatoes.
Nah,
Good
but I
pick
like
there.
I like
need
the
you to keep
I
that
like
on the
the
board.
volcanic I might do that this
Very
year.
I like how Nick D's going in with the game plan
Yeah.
of how he's doing
Yeah.
things,
This is the
man.
crazy
Not.
thing is I've already taught these guys some recipes, and I know, Ty sent me the pasta that he made
Yeah,
homemade.
I do. The pasta is unbelievable.
You guys all make the pasta now that I taught you guys how to make, which is fantastic. I get pictures of this stuff. So I could give you guys these photos. It's great. So we have this, and now maybe I'll teach you a gravy recipe.
That would be
And you
amazing.
can make gravy.
Sure.
Or maybe if
'Cause
you
that would
could
be
just
good.
tell me which one to buy,
No,
like a good
'cause
gravy
that's
to buy.
No, I just said,
No,
but I
see, he
said,
doesn't like that. You're cutting corners, Gare. I'm going to be honest with you, Nick D. I've never been more thankful to not be part of an overtime than the one you were on.
Okay.
My dishes are limited to bagel bites and ramen. Now, granted, I can cook them really well.
Yep.
But that's about where it ends. And my mom is a food connoisseur. She's a Food Network for 18 hours a day kind
Got
of
it.
lady.
Got it.
And she would be vastly disappointed in me in that episode. She's probably going to be disappointed in me in here.
Yeah.
But with that being said, mac and cheese for me right here.
Nice.
It's a layup
Nice.
drill. Thank you. Even got some
Wow, you got a
compliments from the
round of
crowd.
applause.
For a
That's
late round 2 draft
crazy.
pick, I feel like mac and cheese was a great value pick right there.
Okay.
Who doesn't love mac and cheese as long as it's done somewhat well? And the next pick I'm going to make is a pick that I personally don't support, but my family does.
Okay.
I don't like the smell of them, but to each their own. Deviled eggs.
Oh,
My sisters and mom absolutely slay the deviled eggs. I watch from afar.
Okay.
But that's just me.
that doesn't
Because
feel
I'm running out of
Thanksgiving.
items here that I actually enjoy.
Interesting.
So give me deviled eggs. You didn't like
Okay.
that pick, huh?
I agree with you. The smell is just a little bit off. There's something about it.
Tough to get past.
Yeah.
We're watching these.
If you say
drafts.
Brussels sprouts here in the third, I'm gone. I'm leaving.
I'm leaving.
I'm going to
walking.
Hercules.
Or collard greens, dude.
I'm going to the hero zone.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go cranberry sauce next.
No, I was literally gonna go
Whoa,
cranberry
really?
sauce.
I know you probably, yeah.
Dude,
but
I love
took it.
cranberry. Are you gonna go
It's
out
gone.
of the can, or you make your own?
We go one of each. So we go one can that's jellied.
Yep.
And I have a fun little picture, by the way, of a time I went to a cranberry bog in Boston. It was awesome. You put on the big, what are those? Yeah, wading pants, and you go in there, and it's the weirdest feeling. All these like tiny little cranberries floating, and you get to walk through it, and it was really cool. So I have a higher appreciation for cranberry sauce after this. But cranberry sauce, I go one jellied, and you just take it out of the can, and you cut it up into the rings, whatever. And then I go one, my mom always makes a homemade one with like some orange zest and a tiny little bit of sweetener, and it's more tart and whatever. But the reason I've picked these 3 so far is I've got mashed potatoes, I've got gravy, and I've got cranberry sauce. So I've got, if you think about the balance of what I've got there, I've got the acidity and the sweetness from the cranberry sauce. I've got the creaminess and the silkiness from the mashed potatoes, and then the gravy kind of just gives the savory.
Yeah.
Everything else rounds it all together with the spice, all the stuff. So I've got already a delicious little plate right there.
Sure.
if
Your
I just
Harvard
have
showing,
those.
dude.
Yeah, your Harvard was showing right there. To put
Yeah.
it in football terms, you have a pretty good defense with an elite offense and a kicking game that can win you ball games too.
To
like
finish
that.
off the draft for me, I was going to go cranberry sauce. I do love a good cranberry sauce. I'll go sweet potato casserole. Get a little sweet, get a little health.
Do you put marshmallows on top?
Well, I don't cook them. You know, my mom
Got it.
does. Sometimes she does, but most of the time it's just like brown sugar and butter. But
Nice.
marshmallows on top is,
It's good.
and I'm mostly the guy that goes, I'm first and I scrape all the sugar off,
That's a bad
put
move.
it on my plate.
That's a bad
That's
move.
a horrible move. It really is. It's bad.
Yeah, dude, look, I didn't have a good draft. I feel like Jerry Jones right now.
Yeah, it happens.
You make me want to go eat Thanksgiving dinner
You
with
had a tough draft. You really did. 'Cause
with
if
some, yeah, I'm going to volcano my mashed potatoes. That's for sure happening this year.
I hope everybody, if you want to keep things a little bit separate, go ahead, keep them separate. But if you, and you can use the volcano method for that. So you make a smaller sort of mound in the middle and then
And then everything else
a
around
small
it.
hole, right? Or you can do the one that I've been doing more often, which is just that bigger,
Yeah.
surround the edge of your plate with mashed potato.
It's unbelievable.
fun.
I will be honest with you, the only thing that happens is the mashed potato will cool down faster that way, which you sit there for a while. You know, towards the end of the Thanksgiving meal, the stuff doesn't taste as good because it
Sure.
gets cooler. So heat your plate up first.
Yeah.
Just throw
Okay.
them in the oven before, heat the plates up. Don't heat them so much that they crack or break.
You've inspired me, Nick D. I think I'm
Yeah.
going to go like a Mount Everest pile of mashed
Do it.
potatoes
Do
this
it.
year, dude. Make a
Or if-
statement.
Or if you love gravy, get some good gravy and really fill that
No,
thing
you
up.
make your own gravy,
Just-
Sparky.
Make your own gravy. Yep. And I just figure you guys aren't going to make your own gravy, even if you tell me here that you are. I know you're not.
Yeah.
gonna
Good
make your own
assumption.
gravy.
That's a solid assumption. Quick recap of the draft, boys. I had stuffing, mac and cheese, and deviled eggs. That's pretty darn good. Nick D, you had
Gravy, mashed potatoes, and cranberry
Cranberry.
sauce.
Draft.
Pretty good
And
ones.
I went green bean casserole, buttered rolls, and sweet potato casserole.
You're
a lot
in
of
a rebuild.
casseroles in my future.
You're in a
casserole
rebuild.
guy.
Comment below who you think won the draft and what we missed on, because we definitely left some Thanksgiving
Yeah.
side pieces out.